Right now, somewhere in open water, a great white shark is moving forward, mouth slightly open, and it hasn't stopped in hours. Not to sleep, not to rest, not even for a moment. For most animals, stopping is the default. For this one, stopping could mean death. So why would evolution build a predator that can never just pause? The answer starts with something most people never think about: how a shark actually breathes. Fish need water flowing over their gills constantly to pull oxygen out of it. Most bony fish handle this with something called buccal pumping, using muscles in their mouth and throat to actively draw water in and push it back out, even while sitting completely still. But here's where things get strange. Some sharks never evolved that muscle system at all. Species like the great white, the mako, the whale shark, and several others rely instead on something called obligate ram ventilation. It's a simple, almost brutal mechanical trick. As the shark swims forward with its mouth open, water gets forced in by sheer motion, pushed over the gills and out through the gill slits behind its head. The faster it swims, the more oxygen-rich water passes through. Stop swimming, and that flow stops with it. No pump, no backup system. If it stands still, it suffocates. That sounds like a design flaw, but here's why it isn't. Ram ventilation is remarkably efficient, more efficient than actively pumping water with muscle effort. For a predator that needs to cover huge distances hunting prey across open ocean, trading the ability to rest for a cheaper, more powerful breathing system is a real evolutionary advantage, not an accident. Except there's one problem with the popular version of this story. It isn't actually true for most sharks. Researchers studying shark respiration have found only around 24 species out of roughly 500 known shark species are true obligate ram ventilators. Everyone else has options. Species like nurse sharks and wobbegongs rely almost entirely on buccal pumping, letting them rest motionless on the seafloor, sometimes for hours at a time. Many of these bottom-dwelling species also have small openings behind their eyes called spiracles, which let them pull water in even while their mouths are pressed into the sand. Then there's a third group that splits the difference. Species like the blacktip reef shark can switch between ram ventilation while cruising and buccal pumping while resting, giving them the efficiency of forward motion without being permanently trapped by it. So if most sharks can rest, do any of them actually sleep? This is the part scientists are still working out. True unconscious sleep, the kind mammals experience, doesn't map cleanly onto shark behavior. Researchers believe some species may rest one half of their brain at a time, similar to what's been observed in dolphins, allowing partial alertness even during downtime. Others have been recorded holding position in strong ocean currents, letting moving water do the work of ventilation for them, conserving energy without technically swimming under their own power. It's less like human sleep and more like an idle state, reduced activity, lowered metabolism, but never fully checked out. Even the sharks that are locked into constant motion aren't working as hard as it might look. Streamlined bodies, efficient fin shapes, and periods of gliding all help obligate ram ventilators conserve energy while still keeping water moving across their gills. Evolution didn't just trap these animals in perpetual motion, it optimized that motion to cost as little energy as possible. So here's the full picture. Sharks never stopping isn't some universal rule stamped onto the entire species. It's a trade-off that only a small, specialized handful of shark species actually made, swimming for oxygen. Most sharks have far more flexibility than the myth gives them credit for, but for the ones that gave up buccal pumping entirely, motion isn't a lifestyle choice. It's the only thing keeping them alive. The ocean isn't empty, it's simply waiting for us to discover what's still hiding below. If you enjoy exploring the unknown, there's plenty more waiting beneath the surface.